Hey everyone, welcome back to the Anxious for Nothing podcast. I'm Cece, your host, and today I want to talk about something that stops a lot of people from moving forward in their lives, and that is clarity, or more specifically, the belief that we need full clarity before we take action. Because if you ever felt like, oh, I just need to figure it all out first, um, once I'm more sure, then I'll start. Let me wait until things feel clearer because that has been me so many times in my life. Well, if that's you, then this episode is for you as well. So, first, we're going to talk about the clarity trap. A lot of people think that clarity comes from like just it is just like you have to have this like instinct like on every single thing that you do. So people think that clarity comes first before maybe like a project or like um, just a decision, any decision. And then action follows. But in real life, it's usually the opposite. And I say that because clarity is built through movement, because you don't figure everything out sitting still. Usually, you figure things out by doing, like making some choices, you know, by trying. And, you know, if the action follows clarity, then you're not going to figure everything out by sitting still. You're going to figure things out by doing, by trying, by adjusting, by experiencing life. And think about learning anything new. Um, you're going to a new job or something like that. You're learning a new skill, how to play a new instrument or something like that. You don't wait until you fully understand it before you begin. You just start. You start. And then understanding develops over time. Even with certain skills, you get that, muscle memory, and life works the exact same way. So let's talk about direction versus details. One of the most helpful shifts that you can make is understanding the difference between direction and details. You do not need every single detail. What you need is direction. Direction is that internal sense of, you know, this feels right. This is where I should go next. Or like, this aligns with who I'm becoming. And that's enough. Literally, that is enough. Details come later. And it's easy to get stuck trying to get that full clarity on what's the next step? Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I talking to? High preppy forever. And so, what we have to understand is it's enough. It's enough to just understand the direction you want to go in. Details come later. They reveal themselves literally as you start moving. And so when we talk about like building trust in yourself, which I have an episode for that as well, if you guys are interested on that, that is in season 2. Hey, icon for life, welcome in. But building trust in yourself, when you begin taking steps without overthinking everything, something important happens. You start trusting yourself way more. And it's not because everything goes perfectly. But it's literally because you learn that you can handle what comes next in that experience, and you adjust, you grow, you figure it out. That's how confidence is built in yourself. You start to trust yourself because you're experiencing life. You're allowing yourself to flow and align, not through certainty of outcomes. And that's the reason why I'm really learning that I have to detach from outcomes that I want to happen in my life, you know? So I focus on, you know, my ability to navigate them. So when you go through your trust in your ability to navigate, whatever outcome happens, you walk with that confidence that you've built by, trusting your intuition and moving without that full clarity. That's how you actually get through whatever outcome happens, and you're not attached to that outcome. You can actually enjoy your life on the way to becoming. And if you haven't listened to the last episode, which is the first episode of season 3, um, that quiet becoming, this is all a process in it. So let's talk about the cost of waiting, okay? Waiting for clarity specifically, you know, waiting for clarity can feel productive, but most of the time it's just a pause that turns into a delay. And delay can slowly turn into staying stuck, and you can get lazy and you can get discouraged. Meanwhile, the people who are growing, you know, they're not waiting for perfect understanding. They're moving with what they have. They're learning in real time, right? And so they're allowing progress to happen imperfectly. And over time, that creates momentum. So if we talk about movement that creates momentum, it's something powerful about momentum because even the small steps create energy. And when you take action, you feel more engaged with your life, more aware and more focused. And that momentum starts opening new ideas, new opportunities, new perspectives, things you couldn't see before. They literally become visible. The path that you're on starts to light up. And it's not because life changed overnight, but it's because you did. When you change your perspective, then your reception changes as well. What you receive, what you see, you know? And so let's just talk about like a new way to approach this season. So instead of asking, okay, how do I figure everything out? Okay. Try asking yourself, guys, like, what's my next step? Not 10 steps ahead, just one step. And this was like one of my personal struggles because I want to know everything up front, right? I want to like know what's going to happen after I take this step and then the next step and then what's after that and what's after that. I just literally want everything done at once sometimes. But all you need is just one step, okay? So once you actually ask yourself that and you get that next step in your head, it's one decision, it's one action, it's one move forward. You got to build this thing brick by brick, okay? Step by step. And there are no shortcuts. It's just not. So, in closing, guys, if you take anything from today, let it be this: you don't need full clarity to move forward. What you need is direction. And you also need the willingness to trust it. And, guys, your life will make more sense as you move through it, not before. Everything that's happening, guys, it's happening for you. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you. Just imagine that God, the universe, your spirit team, everything is literally conspiring for your good, for your win. Okay? Thank you guys for being here with me. You guys that are in the live chat, thank you for being here. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who might need this reminder too. And take a deep breath and take your next step. And I will see you guys next week. I am usually here live at 9 p.m. on Mondays. By that time, the latest. Today I'm a little late, but I appreciate you guys for being here and for listening. And I will talk to you all in the next episode. Have a blessed week, guys. Take care. Bye.